This is Jonathan Cahn, author of the book, The Paradigm. And these are some of the mysteries of that book, The Paradigm. And I can only touch on them, but you'll get a little taste of it. This one today, we're going to be going into the mystery of the land, or the scandal of the land. And for those who don't know, the paradigm is an ancient blueprint that is revealing what is happening right now and what is going to happen, and down to the specific events, specific people, the leaders of our time, even the dates of when things happen or are to happen. And now, and I can only touch on it, but now we're going to get into the scandal. The paradigm reveals a king and queen who rule together, and they are involved in a culture war that overturns the traditional values of Israel. Well, we saw that the Clinton years were a fulfillment of this, that Bill and Hillary Clinton, and it's not about the people. We need to pray for the people. They don't know what they're doing, but these are signs. They were following this ancient mystery of the ancient king and queen, Ahab and Jezebel. And they also involved with the culture war. But Ahab and Jezebel were not just involved with that. They were also involved with personal scandal. And the scandal particularly is the scandal of Naboth. They see a vineyard. They want the vineyard. It belongs to a man named Naboth. He doesn't want to give it to him. They end up having him falsely accused, and then he is killed, and they take the vineyard. And that's where things go heavy for them, because Elijah's waiting in the vineyard. But we'll get to that in another mystery. But so you've got now a personal scandal, and it involves land. It involves real estate. What about the Clinton years? Do we have scandals? Yes, it follows the same pattern. And you have a particular scandal. The longest scandal in the Clinton years is that which involves real estate, just as in the paradigm. The real estate was the land was that of Whitewater. And in the ancient paradigm, you have a man, the man is Naboth, he's linked to the vineyard. Well, in the scandal of the Clinton years, and I'm not talking about guilt or innocence, not even getting into it. It's not about that. It's about, here are the signs. You also have a man who's linked to the land, and that man is Vince Foster. Vince Foster was linked, as Naboth was linked to the vineyard, Vince Foster was linked to the land of scandal in the modern case. He was the agent. He was the lawyer. He had the files on Whitewater linked to that. And at the same time, in the ancient scandal, a man is falsely accused, Naboth, and a man dies. Well, in the modern counterpart, the man who is linked to the land of the scandal, in this case Vince Foster, is also accused. He finds himself in the midst of it, and that may have led to his death. And this is not about conspiracy theories. I'm not even getting into any of that. Simply, he dies, the man in the scandal, as Naboth did. But there's something else. And that is that in the ancient scandal, the man who dies, and the man who's linked to the land of scandal, his name is linked to the land of the scandal because his name is Naboth. Naboth means, well, actually, a vineyard. What is a vineyard? A vineyard is a place of fruits. Naboth means fruits. So his name is linked to the land of the scandal, the name of the man who dies. Whitewater was not about a vineyard. The Whitewater land is forest land. The man who's linked to the land of scandal and who dies is Vince Foster. Vince Foster, the name Foster, could that be linked as Naboth was linked? Foster is traced back to one meaning, the keeper of the forest. Vince Foster was the Clintons' keeper of the Whitewater account, the forest land. As Naboth was to the vineyard, so Foster was to the forest of Whitewater. Now, I can only touch on these things just briefly to get the full thing. The book is everywhere. The paradigm is everywhere, online and offline. But now we're going to go to the next mystery. And this is going to be a mystery that is going to actually pinpoint the date of an event that took place in your lifetime. And so that will be the scandal and the end. That's coming up in part 6, clip 6 of The Paradigm.